Good morning, everyone. This is Srikanth Rajan, and welcome back to the Stock Market Podcast from MPIinvest.com. So, talking about the market, we've already discussed about last what happened last week in yesterday's Market Pulse video. If you have not seen that, I would suggest you to watch that first and then come back here. So, as we speak, this week is just starting. That is Monday, and if you see most of the Asian markets this morning is actually mixed, and of course the markets would be kind of slightly cautious because of the most important data that's coming up. So we have multiple data coming in from the economic side, and that would be in focus for this a short term. So talking about the markets at this point of time, as we discussed, we have actually seen the markets rallying up, and now we can expect some consolidation. Like I told yesterday, we could probably expect the markets to be in a flat range for now. And yes, FIAs have been on a continuous buying mode. So last week, almost more than 20,000 crores pumped into the Indian market. And as we discussed, the next financial year for them in Jan starts in Jan, and probably they don't want to miss out on the rally. So that's something we can always do. And apart from that, if you look at the markets at this point of time, there are one important thing seen in the market. There are some reduction in the equity mutual fund investment. So that's actually sounding good. You know why? I say positive because uh, Indian market is a very new market. I'm saying in mature market, I would say, in terms of investment into equity. So we have a very low percent, not even 10% of the entire population participating directly and indirectly into the markets. So because of that, one very important thing is at this point of time, I feel that their knowledge levels have actually increased or has improved, because now when the markets have reached the peak, the equity mutual fund investment has slightly come down. That is completely fine. In fact, I would attribute it to some knowledge which a lot of influencers are sharing, and of course, like our community is also sharing, and that is a good sign. So at this point of time, that has kind of come down slightly, but FIA buying has continuously gone up. But one more thing at this point of time I can say is lot of attraction coming in to the equity market because of the huge rally the last year has been witnessing in Indian market. So these are few things which can kind of keep the momentum up for now. Of course, if we can see DIA is kind of booking some partial profit, but momentum is coming in from two people. One is the foreign institutions who had missed out on the rally, and two is from new investors who are new to the market and have gotten now when the markets have touched an all-time peak. But these are people who will also probably kind of lose money if the market falls from here. But then, if they are knowledgeable, if they take some extra knowledge and learn from the mistakes, probably they could be again a long-term investor. So these are few things which can actually trigger long-term returns for Indian market, and that's something which can be positive to Indian market, I would say. So every time the market hits an all-time high, there are new participants entering the Indian market, and those people slowly will keep adding to the list of long-term investors, and that could be a great thing for a longer term. Now, one thing, let me ask you. Now, do you expect the market to rally like this for an entire 20, 30 years, for next 20, 30 years? I am absolutely not for that. Markets will do well, markets will continue to do well. But if you look at a country like China, China had this rally at some phase, but from there they have come down. So there is always a plus and minus always in the market. So it is very important that when you are investing into the markets, uh, one is having a plan on when and why you are investing. Two, having a properly diversified portfolio where your entire money is not just put into equity markets but also something else which gives you a fixed return, or which is a different asset class. So that is exactly where help invest helps you. So you can schedule a free meeting with us to understand your portfolio, to kind of take a review of your portfolio, investment portfolio, and that could be your real estate, that could be your gold, that could be your equity. But we can help you plan your finances, diversify in the right direction, so that you are not stuck when things turn bad in the equity sector. So that balance is something that's very important. We should never have any focus investment that could be even real estate. Imagine you have invested your 100% fund into one real estate or multiple real estate, and the entire real estate sector itself goes down and your funds are stuck. You do that in equity, same thing. So you should never put your 100% money into one single basket, but multiple baskets of different asset classes makes your beautiful portfolio. So you need to have real estate, you need to have gold, you need to have some fixed return investments, you need to have equity. But of course, at the end, this portfolio diversification is what kind of helps you to prosper even when one sector is down. So this is something that we prioritize at MPI Invest. And just since we speak about stock market every day does not mean we are a stock market company. We are basically a wealth management company. So well, that was a small detail about MPI Invest which I thought you should be aware of. So we do talk about stock market. I'm personally passionate about stock market, but does not mean that you need to actually trade to make money in the stock market. There are amazing investment opportunities which can make you amazing returns by not even just investing and not even bothered about looking at it on a daily basis. So that's something that we can help you with. Well, I think that's enough for MPI Invest. But talking about the markets now, some important things to be looking at. Like I told you, tomorrow is the US and India CPI data, Consumer Price Index, the inflation data coming up. So we might see a slightly higher CPI for India. That's absolutely okay, which I discussed today. And apart from that, on Wednesday we have the producer price index for US. This is an important data to watch because we have discussed this earlier also. Producer price index or wholesale price index for India, these are all kind of predicting future inflation data, that is for next month. So that would be something to be watched because that's very important for US. As far as India is concerned, that should be kind of on a lower slide. I'm expecting that because the crude oil prices have actually come down in this recent past. So that could be the next important thing to watch. And apart from that, we have the services purchase manager index data coming for India on Friday. So this is how the events are packed for this week. Apart from that, if you look at some stock specific news, Tata Motors and SpiceJet will be in news because Tata Motors has announced that they would be looking at increasing the commercial vehicle prices from 1st of Jan. This is a common thing. Most of the companies look at increasing prices from 1st of Jan. So that is something that you need to be watchful about. Now, this is the same thing with your insurance and health insurance policies. So if you have a health insurance policy, fantastic, no problem. But if you don't have, look at taking your health insurance before 1st of Jan. Generally, the prices go up after 1st of Jan. So that's something I would recommend. So if you want to select the right one, if you need help with that, do schedule an appointment with us at mpiinvest.com and we give you a complete review of the best of health insurance available in the market and the best one to choose and how to do that. So that's something that we also guide with. So apart from that, SpiceJet would be in focus because there's a lot of investor interest seen and expected fund flow. So which could kind of take the markets positive for some time. So SpiceJet will be yet another stock to be watched. But apart from this, one very important stock to be watching is HCL Tech, which is close to its all-time high. And we could probably see a breakout there. So that should be something on your watch list as well. So that's it for now. This is Srikanth Rajan signing off, wishing you a great day ahead. And we will catch up on Wednesday. Tomorrow being a Tuesday, we don't have a market podcast, you know that. So, so henceforth we are trying to have a different video on Tuesdays. So which probably I can record and post it in advance so that you can have a video on Tuesday in spite of not having the market report. So that's something we're looking forward to do. And as the new year is setting in, we are also having some new plans for the next year and which will be announced here for sure. So that's it for now. Before we leave, do remember to press the like button if you love the content that we share, and do share the podcast with your friends and relatives to help them learn and invest together with us. And also do subscribe to the channel if you've still not done that, because it's high time you do that because we've got a lot of amazing content coming in the upcoming days. So that's it for now. This is Srikanth Rajan signing off until we catch up on Wednesday morning. Goodbye, have a great day and a great week ahead.